right, we're on day 59 here with Blueprints. So let's continue. Last time we failed. Well, we got a D on the final exam. I didn't know there was going to be a final exam. I did some looking. I was doing some studying since we did our last stream here. I think I figured out a lot of the answers, but not all of them. I also think I figured out some of the stuff for the sanctum. What were those rooms called? The 8 rooms down by the lever? Sanctuary rooms or sanctum rooms or something like that. It's an S word. Anyway, I think I figured out some of that stuff. In fact, you know what? Let's take a look at what I've been doing. Let's take a look at what I've been doing. Get the old notes out. So let's see. We have the countries and sigils. Fen Aries, that's the country we're in. They're red, and this is their I don't know, shape, whatever you want to call it, sigil, sort of thing. The main shape inside of their sigil. Archaries is the yellow mountain, Eurasia is purple, and the hourglass shape. So I figured out some of them. Orinda Aries is the old country that dissolved when Fen Aries took over. If you read the history of in the books or whatnot, I still haven't figured out Vera and Nuance's colors. I know their shapes though. I suck at drawing. Yeah, I think I know the shapes. This is the ones I've drawn out. So this is Fen Aries here. You see how terrible this 5-sided thing is here? Here's the one with the mountain, the hourglass. Here's the diamond shape one. I don't know their color. And I don't know this country's color. So that's what I've been working on. I have a lot of what I think the answers are on the final exam on my screenshots here. So we'll see if we get back to the exam thing. If we do the classroom thing again. Okay. Let's turn this off. Let's get back to the game. Let's actually play. Let's go pick up our allowance. And then, what do we do from here? We go out and we check the room out here. Oh yeah, I should look at my to-do list. I still haven't figured out what the chess pieces mean. The chess pieces bug me. Obviously it has to do with something with figuring out the layout and things like that, but I haven't quite figured that out. So we good to the schoolhouse. Hey, Geo2, how's it going? How you doing? How's your Sunday? We could do the schoolhouse and do the whole classroom thing again. I don't hate it because I think I figured out a lot of the answers. But not all of them. So, I don't know. Do I want to do that? It would let me look at the classrooms again because I might want to get another look. But what's my to-do list? What are we working on? I'm going, well, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. All right, where's my old to-do list? All right, to-do. We have to figure out the bottom gear, whatever that is down in the big gear thing. I don't even know what to call it. Where you get to the lever in the sanctum rooms or whatever they're called. There's that thing where you can raise up that gigantic gear and there's a second gear at the bottom. I don't know what that's about. We still have to do the classrooms. I still have to find some more red letters. I still need to figure out how to completely drain the reservoir, which I'm assuming is involved with the pump room, the boiler room. There's probably some more books I still need to buy. I still need to figure out the chess pieces. The candle lights, I did light the 2 candles in the chapel last stream. So I don't know if there's more of them about or if we're just done with that. So, could be. Oh, also, why is there a radiation detector in the shelter computer? That's something I need to figure out. What does radiation have to do with anything? Anyway, what do we want to do? We could do the tool shed and just get 2 items. But let's do the schoolhouse. I've been following on YouTube, but I can watch live for a bit today. I'm the guy who recommended PureRef. Oh, thanks. You know what? I should have done PureRef earlier. The first time you brought it up, I should have done it because it's been fantastic. Been fantastic. All right, let's do the schoolhouse. The last 2 times I've been in here, there's been nothing in here other than the letter, which we already have. I think one time there was a key over here, but I don't see any keys. Let's just look around to make sure. don't want to miss anything. I don't see anything. All right. Back in we go. Okay, game sounds are up because I know sometimes that's an issue. We still need to draw that one room that we found last time by digging out by the trees. What was that called? It's where you could, I think it was like you could choose things. Wait up, can I look at that? Where's the room directory? Wasn't it a green room? Wait up, the morning room. Tomorrow you will start with 2... I don't ever remember being... Conservatory, thank you. That's what I was thinking of. It was found in floor plans. Oh, found floor plans. Okay. I don't know if I've ever... I don't remember being in the morning room. Tomorrow you'll start with 2 diamonds. I mean, it's on here, so I must have been in there. I don't remember it, though. Conservatory, yeah. I haven't... Adjust the rarity of the floor plans in your house. Yeah. That's the one I haven't drawn yet. Okay. I don't have a lot of diamonds, so that might be a problem. If you call it a day in the planetarium, gain 2 stars. That's not a bad thing. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Congrats on 3rd. Yeah. So I'm probably going to do that. I mean, we can always go north or over east. Is there anything in here? Is there any reason to go in here right now? I mean, we're probably going to end the room day in here, but what if there's a diamond or something? You know what? I have a lot of steps, usually, so let's go in here, see if there's anything. We've read the notes before. What day are we on? How many stars do I have? I have 46 stars. So we've already done 40. So when we get to 50, which isn't too far away, we'll have a new constellation. Is there anything in here? No. Okay. Hallway, closet, library. I like the library because there's still a book that I need, but I also like the key. And it'll let us go to this corner down here. We'll probably get the library anyway. We'll probably get the library somewhere anyway. And then maybe we can get the hallway closet after we get this and get the extra item. It's possible. Well, we got 1 classroom. I mean, I drew the thing, so I might as well get the classroom, right? So we're in classroom number 1. Is there anything in here I missed? Now that I have been to the final exam, is there anything in here that I need to learn that I haven't already learned? I know the colors of these 3 countries. So this is going to tell me the 2 that I'm missing, which are like the thing that looks like the US Capitol, but it's like twisted 67 degrees. And then the other one was the diamond shape. I don't know the colors for those 2 countries yet. Is there anything in here that tells me that I missed? I don't see anything. I can't believe I missed the sideways 8 for so long. I've been in here so many times and I didn't see that for so long. Can I open these drawers? I don't think so. Okay. I don't think there's anything in here that I can't see. This is a gigantic globe. Maybe it's in the geography class. Okay, let's go north here. We can get the library. Or the observatory. That would cost a gem. I do want that book. I do want the book. I'm gonna get the book. I'm gonna order the book. Ooh, and we get a magnifying glass. Very nice. Yeah, I did the drafting strategies, and I got this one last time. I still need Realm and Rune. This might give us some of that information about the different realms. So, actually, maybe the classrooms aren't going to get done today, because I might need information from this book. We'll see, though. We'll see. And then I always skip going upstairs these days in the library because it seems like there's just those 2 books that tell you about the information about the game you're in, like, you know, total time, you know, sort of thing. I don't think this really gives you much information about the actual solving anything within the game. So I don't know if there's ever any reason to come up here. Maybe we can see something in here? No? Might as well take some screenshots while we're here. Hey, Herbie. November 5th. Can't seem to ever pass it up. My favorite floor plans is definitely not the gallery. I mean, I'll choose it every time just because it gets you the room 8 key. Well, I have been because I was trying to solve room 8. But now that I've solved room 8, I wonder if there's any reason to go back there. Probably. Let's see, the different items. Oh, this is probably a good thing to have a screenshot of. Stamp collection. I don't remember stamp collection. Hey, Truck Fan, how's it going? Stamps found on the estate and inspected will be added to this page. I think I remember that stamp. Highest grade, final exam, yeah. 11:34 p.m. here. I'm tired. Oh, yeah, I'd probably already be in bed. To save you some time, the game isn't going to hide something behind the magnifying unless it looks like you get more teeth. That's what I said, but then somebody told me, don't assume that, you know? So, I was of that mind for a while. Okay, thank you. Of course, I missed something. Like, I think it was the password, you know, that I didn't look at forever in the security thing. All right, we have the laundry room. I don't like that. I don't like the classroom because that just goes down to the hallway and we would be left with only this one door here. Of course, the gallery doesn't change that either because we'd still just be going over here. Today's mini was a mess. What did I get? I think I did okay at it, if I remember right. I always forget about the mini. Let's see. I guess we'll just do the classroom, because that's kind of why I did the schoolhouse or whatever else there, so I might as well lean into it. Okay, is there anything in here that I missed? What is... This is the math one. I think I have a pretty good grip of the math. There was some stuff in the more advanced stuff that I was working on off screen from screenshots, but that's not in this classroom. This is just the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division stuff. 48 seconds I got stuck and had to reveal I suck with pop culture things. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's always annoying when it's like just something you can't possibly know without just having a specific bit of information. Oh, 48 seconds was my time. Got it. Is that a note right there? Attention missing. I don't think I ever saw this. What? I think I missed this. Hannah, after a few false leads, I managed to track down one of the old textbooks from your list. The original compendium was in archival storage on a restricted floor of the campus library, to which I fortunately still have access. However, I'm devastated to report that the pages 36 and 37 pertaining to your query have been removed. It's such a shame that the progress of higher academia is constantly thwarted by the political whims of the CBE. CBE. If you wish, I can transcribe the surviving pages and send them to you, but I don't believe there is any mention of cores of any kind in their text. Your friend, Professor L. Charity. Huh. I've recently almost solved a couple of middies and always get stuck on the pop cultural sports card. Yeah. We all have our areas where we lack. Like in connections, there was the milliampere clue today that I had no idea what it was, and somebody on TikTok was like, "You've never heard of that?" And I was like, "Not spelled out that way. I've heard it referred to as milliamp." Also, people on TikTok have been kind of rude the last few days. Let's see. We got to go down the hallway and up that way. I don't think I'm missing anything in here. I mean, I found the one letter, so can't open any of these drawers, can I? Like, there was a bunch of people accusing me of cheating at Wordle yesterday because I knew what the word quell was. I was like, I got it in 4. Why would I cheat to get that in 4? Maybe I just know what that word means. All right, we got the office. Well, this would just end the game. Office, we could at least go left. Spare room, we could go north. I don't have the gems for this, so I guess we got to just do the spare room. This might be a short day if we don't get lucky with the RNG here. Okay, passageway I can't do. Pantry or chapel. I like, well, either the pantry or the chapel, we get cut off either left or right. I know, right? I was like, I'm sorry you don't know what the word quell means, you know. I mean, we all, like I said, we all have our areas where we don't know things. I didn't know what milliampere was. I've heard milliamp. I've seen the abbreviation for it, but like spelled out that way, I didn't recognize it. So, you know, I have my areas of weakness. Ooh, 5 more steps. I didn't know quell, but I mean, I got U-E-L-L, not a lot of letters left. Yeah, when you see the U second, you kind of think Q. And I think don't wordle because I've tried quill a few times because, you know, you like to use words with Q's and don't wordle. That Q's kind of been more on my mind lately anyway. Anyway, Moon, how's it going? How's your weekend? Let's see. We got to go here. Classroom, reading nook. Parlor, I do like the well, I need the diamonds. I need the diamonds for the classrooms. I don't have any gems. I keep calling them diamonds, but same difference. All right, let's see if we can get this one. I did work and then didn't work. It's always nice. The don't working part is always nice. All right. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. Okay. One of the other boxes is true. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. Well, if this is true, the gems would just be in the blue box. Right? This is saying there's only one true statement, which is saying both of these are false. Which would make this one true, but also false at the same time. Because if this is true, this would be true. Because one of the other boxes would be true. So blue can't be true. I don't think. This gives me Ted Ed riddle vibes. I don't know what Ted Ed is. What's that? All right, so if blue is true, I don't think it can be because it causes a contradiction with the white box. If this is true, the gems are in the only box with a false statement. They would be in the blue box. Because this would say one of the other boxes is true, making this true and this true, which would make this false, and that's where the gems would be. And I think that's the only way this works. Because if this is false, these both can't be false. I don't think. Because that would make, if these are both false, that would make this false. And we can't have 3 false boxes. So I think this is true, I think this is true, and I think this is false, and I think this is where the gems are. I have heard of TED Talks. I didn't hear of riddles. TED Talks, I hear them, and you hear the people saying like, oh, welcome to my TED Talk. But they're not something I watch much of. Maybe if I did, I would have known what milliampere is. Should have watched them on electricity. All right. So we have closet, vaults. Wow, these are all terrible. Oh, the bedroom's not bad. But these just end the game. So I guess I gotta go with this one. I've looked at this before with a magnifying glass. I haven't seen anything, but I don't know. I feel like there has to be something with this some way. Like, why is it in here? I've never gotten any information out of this. Okay. Is there anything? Is there a chest? No. Sometimes there's dice. Oh, the hands. I still think there's something going on with the hands that I haven't figured out. The bedrooms, it's pointing down. Oh, I have to use a key this slow? That sucks. Do you have any bloopers during recordings? Cats and cameras are often messy mix. Yeah, sometimes, you know. Zoe, especially when they jump right up in front of the camera. But not that often. It's usually like where I just misstate something and then I have to say it again. So, you know, there are times where I'll cut out the first time I say it and I stumble over my words and then I'll re-say it more clearly. All right, den makes a lot of sense, so let's do that. All right, do we want to go? We should probably look at the room to the south just to see what it is. Words can be hard sometimes, yes. The pool, the patio, or the reading nook. Could get a key. Could spread gems. I don't want to spend gems though because I need them for the classrooms if we're doing the classroom thing. But this one might get me more gems. Plus, if I spread it in here, does that mean that there will be gems in there right now and I might actually gain some? Let's actually try that. Oh, there are... Okay, yeah, there's a gem here. I don't have a shovel, unfortunately. Do we ever do anything with the barbecue? Can you actually do anything with this? Doesn't seem like you can interact with the buttons at all. Yeah, they can do that. They definitely do be like that. Let's see. I guess we're just going north. Commissary corridor storeroom. I guess let's go with the corridor. I would like to be able to get back over this way. That'd be nice. All right, there's a classroom. I would like this one just to get the items, but it would end the day and I wouldn't have any doors left. So I think we kind of have to do the classroom here. Or the boudoir. We could have done that. Oh well. All right, this is classroom number 3. What classroom is this? Oh, this is the science one. This is the science one. But this is like all about... I mean, I don't know if there's much to this room. Hey, Random Red, how's it going? I'm gonna go. Something came up. All right, have a good one. And it's late there anyway. Get some sleep. Like, I don't know if there's really much to think about in here, like, but that might be a mistake on my part. Truck van has to go to work and engine is overheating somewhere? Probably. All right. Is there any hidden notes or anything down here like there was in the other classroom? I don't see any. I should probably take a closer look around the desks and stuff from now on. Although I'm not seeing anything. All right. I guess we have to go with the boudoir. We're waking our way up north. And I don't have any keys, so that's a problem too. Did I? Oh, I always forget about the redraws. It's something I forget about. It's locked. Wonderful. Well, with that locked, I kind of think we just end the day. Like, what can we do? I guess, well, we'd have to go down to the planetarium. We should end the day in there. Man, RNG was not with me today, although I did mess up by not redrawing. You're right. I didn't think about that. Huh. Is there anything to do outside? I mean, I could take another look at the chest thing. But I'm not sure what that would tell me. But let's go take a look. Let's see if anything clicks. Also, I think I might have missed some pages in my screenshots of the sigil book down here, so I want to go down here anyway. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that too. Ad break's coming up. I'll try not to do anything super important. I think I have a screenshot of that one already. Alright, there's the chest thing. And then there's that store here that I don't know what to do with. Alright. Did I get all this stuff? I'm going to take all new screenshots. So this is basically Fenari's sigil. Okay. This stuff I haven't figured out yet. I don't know how we're gonna make sense of this stuff. I don't remember seeing anything that describes the countries in these ways. Maybe martially. Maybe. Oh, and the borders are associated with colors. I remember seeing that. Okay. Alright. Let's go see if we can do what we can see with the chest thing here. Okay, so today's room or layout looks like this. The classrooms don't have chess pieces. The parlor does. The den does. The bedroom does. And the boudoir does, I think. We didn't get the nook, so we don't have the rook in the nook. Doesn't the boudoir have a pawn, maybe? That's these two. So the den and the bedroom both have a pawn. What's in the boudoir? Is there not one in the boudoir? It's definitely not a queen. It's not a rook. Is that a knight? No, it's not. Wait, am I on the right square? Yeah, ring 6, number 2. Does the boudoir not have a chess piece? Am I wrong about that? No, I guess not. Huh. I guess I misremembered. Okay. Well, I still don't know what the heck's going on with the chess pieces. I still can't make sense of this. This is annoying me. Anyway. I think you wrote down the shelter wrong. It doesn't have a chess piece. I could have swore there was a chess piece in one of those rooms. Okay. Well, we'll have to take a look next time we draw it. Alright, let's go back to the solarium and just go to the next day. I think this day was kind of a waste. I still need to get in there. That might just be like a door to the basement or something. Alright. We'll call it a day pretty early here. On to day 60. Hopefully we get the library and I can get that book. I probably needed that for the final exam anyway, so... I'd also like to get more prophecies from Elzara, or whatever his name is. I haven't been in the Rumpus Room in a while. Alright, what do we got today? We do have the shelter, so I could check it out. I could check it out. You know what, let's do it. Let's go down the shelter. Anything over here? You're right. Why did I say there was a chess piece in here? I was wondering about the radiation thing. That's true. But every time I've looked at it, it's just been like, there's not anything really here. It's normal. So I don't know what impacts it. It explains it in the text. Time locks. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by their experiments conducted in Mountain Holly's laboratory. Okay. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Ew. You know, I should probably remember to read things. So we need to find an experiment that causes the radiation to spike. Okay. Oh, you know what? This is a swan song? Yeah. All right. Do we want to make a special order of something? Oh, they're taking special offers in the commissary. What? Okay. Brass compass, magnifying glass, metal detector. What kind of experiment, or not experiments, what kind of items do I want to make? I think the metal detector is pretty good for a lot of things. The magnifying glass is always good for a lot of things. Yeah, just what would be good for making, like, the candle light thing? Like, I don't know if I've lit, if those two candles that I lit in the chapel were the only ones that can be lit. Maybe there's more candles. Of course, I probably should try to find them if they are. Before I make that thing, but I've already found 2 different places where you can light candles. Maybe there's a third that I don't know about. But I don't remember. I think the magnifying glass is definitely part of that. Obviously, I think. I see the magnifying glass, why not? Okay. Although, I don't know if I've ever taken advantage of the thing I've ordered from there. Alright. Yeah, I know there's a couple ones that I'm still missing. Because I think it tells you that. I think there's an achievement for getting them all, right? If I remember. And I don't have it. Okay, well, we're not doing the classroom thing today. But I do want to get to the library. So the reading nook, so I can get a key. That wouldn't be a bad idea. The den, gems are always a good idea. I'm going to do the nook. Where I can get my key. Oh yeah, I need to update my notes about the shelter chess piece. Chess piece, shelter. Why did I have that on there? Okay. There we go. Let's see. Anything else in here? There's the rook telling me something about the chess pieces. So the rook moves this way and this way. What does that tell me? I have no idea. Is there any relation to the number of doors? I'm also missing a permanent addition, I'm assuming. There's a blank spot right here. Alright, there's the library. Although that does just take us back this way. I don't like how that layout works, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Realm and Rune. Let's take some screenshots. Sigils of past and present. Oh, there we go. I could also go downstairs and do the, if I get the information, do the rooms. Whatever, the sanctum rooms or whatever. When the scholars of the first era found any hidden things, either of natural source or resulting from the creations of man, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of the realms might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the word sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of the realm's royal art. Is this just the full book of the book that the torn up book downstairs? How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of each kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells the story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. The sigils. To understand a realm sigil, we must first identify the symbol. Yeah, this looks like the full version of the one down in the cave or whatever. Yeah, okay. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils, yeah. Okay, the rays. Spouting forth from the core will come from several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in the realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands? Okay. Naval capability, ship routes, seaports. The 8 rays on these sigils resemble the directions on a compass rose. Roads, streets, carriages. The 4 rays here look like crossroads on a map. Horseback, rough trails, and other sigil that uses 4 rays. However, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. Train system, locomotion. The 3 rays here are used in sigils for realms that rely on track-based travel. Oh, is that how we figure out the one, there was the one question on the final exam. It was like, which era was the trains in what country ripped up, or something like that. So did their sigils change after the train tracks got ripped up? because I couldn't figure that out. All right, aviation, dirigibles, is that how that's pronounced? Balloons. The 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. Camels, pack mules, arid or desert trails. 2 rays to indicate a flat terrain. Turtleback travel. 5 short rays that do not fully extend from the core to the border. Weather. Straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. Foggy or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. Need to use that for Arizona. Scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays with 3 vertical lines. Lightning bolts is stormy weather, okay. Dots on a line is snow. Windy is a curved line. On each sigil floating between the rays are small figures called motes. From the shape and style of the motes used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Tribal, a primitive realm. Hunter and gatherers. Agricultural. Martial, I think that's probably the Fen Aries one if I remember right. Metropolitan, large city state with a dense urban and populous center. Academic, a center for knowledge advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are homes to many schools, universities, and libraries. Industrial, I mean, I kind of get the point here. Spiritual, an elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. Poetic, strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, and language. Right, the border, each with a color. Okay. Putting it all together, by studying the core, rays, motes, and borders of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Fen Aries, the Grand Realm, transportation, road carriage, foggy weather, militaristic, and red. Okay. Alright, well, that's going to be useful for those rooms downstairs. Ooh, we have a thing here. A chest. Ooh, we got the silver key and a gem. Alright. You know what? This book up here told me which workshop items. Zoe! Speaking of cats, there's Zoe. Say hi. She wants to get behind the monitor. Alright, where is that one? Alright, yeah, we have the burning glass is a magnifying glass and metal detector. Okay, that's the thing that lights the candles. Yeah. What do you want, Zoe? She's looking at me like, how dare you put me on the ground? Sound amplifier. I don't remember that one. Pick sound amplifier. Oh, that's for, okay. That's for making it easier to lock picks. Or pick locks. That's right. Okay. Moist feet. Thank you, Joey. How's it going? All right, if you're actually here. All right, where are we going? We're going this way. The bookshop. I don't have that many gems, and this just takes us back down this way. The Great Hall. You're not? No spoilers? Okay. I guess Great Hall? Well, no, because we don't have any keys. I can't get through it. The vault, I'd get a bunch of coins, but it would cost me 3 gems. I don't have enough coins to buy the books here. Well, I'm not doing the classroom thing today, so let's use the gems, I guess, on the vaults. Yeah. Oh, we have a coupon book over here as well. Okay. It's Tuesday, January 5th. All right, I don't have... Alright, this is her Fenn Ares passport. Did these change up here at all? I don't remember. Let's look at this one over here. Ooh, an upgrade disc. Very nice. Love the upgrade disc. Is that always in there? I don't remember. This one doesn't have it. And this one, her nationality is a region. What is it over here? Also a region. Okay. I need to find some more keys, probably. I'm assuming. Wonder how many of these you can open. This one has a rook. Do I have that? Do I have that? The vault? Yeah, I do. White rook. Alright. It was there when you opened the safe deposit box, but you never put it in the computer that day, so it got sent back. Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. That's the day that I made it to room 46. I did the vault finally after weeks of not being able to get the vault and the coat check on the same day. And I finally just... but I was also getting to room 46, so I said, well, we'll skip the upgrade disc. Alright, so I guess we gotta go back to the entrance hall. Man, the layouts have not been kind to me so far today. Okay. Observatory is really the only way to go. What do we got? What is this? Oh, that's the special thing, the gems, basically. The slice, the twins. Oh, entrance hall. I don't have any keys, though. Right, so tomorrow we get a new constellation. Or the next time we get a star, we get a new constellation. I don't know if those do anything. Alright, wow, the rotunda this far south is interesting. Lose half my steps. We're going corridor. Although, didn't I get the shelter? So actually the negative effects wouldn't have done anything. I forgot about that. Well, the archives is just 4 doors then. I think I have screenshots of all these, don't I? If I don't, I'm gonna do it again. I think our mom is still alive. I'm convinced she's still alive. We just need to figure it out. Is there anything up there? Can these pipes be attached to the boiler room, I wonder? Like this one comes out of here and it goes up. Does it go to all 4 rooms? It goes over here to this one. Goes over here to this one. Goes over here to this one, and then... Wait, where does that one go? Where does that one go? Oh, it goes to this one, okay. Alright, let's go over here. So I wonder if the archives is a good room to attach to the boiler room. If these vents or anything are involved in that. Maybe not the boiler, or some room. Because a lot of these rooms have vents that end at the top of the door. Well, the parlor would let us go south. We can still go north here. So it's not terrible. This would get us some items. This would get us 3 gems. We could do the laboratory and mess with the house features and then go back out to the shelter and see how that impacts the radiation. I am curious about that now. Very curious. So let's do that. Like this. Does this now attach to the vents in here and I can use it as a pass-through? Oh, the upgrade disc as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's upgrade something. Give us something good. A cloister. Raise your luck with each green room you draft from this cloister. What is luck? Screenshot the choices. Add 2 gold to your allowance for each shop you draft from this cloister. Wow, you just add allowance? I mean, you have to get shops though. But still, you could really farm a lot of gold there. Permanently add extra 5 steps to the main course for each kitchen, pantry, or furnish from your draft. You draft from this cloister. What is luck? I don't think I've ever run into luck before. Raise your luck with each green room you draft from the cloister. I don't ever remember seeing the shamrock. I do like the money though. It's defined in the glossary on the computer. Good point. But I don't think I can back out now, can I? I have to choose. Yeah, you might as well. I feel like it's information I have, you know, from the glossary. Like, it's not something I, you know, still hidden from me. Tell Lucky you are to find items later on. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. I wonder if there's anywhere you can actually see how lucky you currently are. Is this a permanent upgrade? Does it permanently upgrade your luck or just for the day? This one sounds like a permanent upgrade. Add 2 to your allowance for each shop you draft from this cloister. That sounds like a permanent thing. I kind of like that one. This is also giving us names of the different gods and goddesses that I don't know. I think I might have known Rena from the Gardener's logbook. Lydia, I don't remember. I don't remember that name. Or Joya, for that matter. I mean, they might have been out there, but I don't remember it. I don't feel like steps are necessarily an issue. For the most part. There are days, but there's so many days where I just end with a bunch of steps left over. But there might be a way that I'm not thinking about that properly. Yeah, you have to get the cloister. So it's not like a huge buff. You have to get this room. You have to draft this room and then draft rooms from this room to get the bonus. But if you do it permanently, you're adding 2 to your everyday gold. That's pretty sweet. Especially since there are things I need to buy, like books from the bookstore and other items from other stores that I don't have. So I kind of want to do that. I'm going to do that. I don't know if there's a way to change these to one of the other options, but okay. We were coming here to do an experiment, though. All right, while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Set your dice to 2. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Each time you eat an apple, Lose. So you gain steps and then lose a little bit, but you gain some gold. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk. I hate this option because how often do you actually get locked trunks? It just doesn't seem like it happens all that often. Although if your luck is higher, maybe it will be higher. So maybe I'm just not lucky enough. You have 2 today from the observatory. That's true. I do. They're in the entrance hall. I also get the mailroom so rarely. It's nice to get the extra items, but when was the last time I drew the mailroom? Of course, how many times do you get an apple? If I was getting in the classrooms, that would be different because you eat apples all the time in the classrooms. So let's do the locked trunks. I guess the dice? The letters, permanent addition to the mailroom letters, yeah. I guess. All right, I also want to see how that impacts the radiation. I'm glad I have the network, so I don't have to run back out there. All right, remote terminal access. We want to get to the shelter. And then radiation monitor. It was 12. It's still 12. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. I wonder which ones spike it. All right, so we can go north. I do want to make it back down the entrance hall, but I need another key as well. I don't want to go down there twice if I don't have to. I still haven't done this thing. This is another thing, the boiler room. So maybe we can get lucky and get the boiler room. No, we cannot. I could buy some keys. Well, I don't have any gems. I could get some gems, though. I mean, I could just go back this way. Or I could get the dark room. I want the key. I want the gems. We have other options, kind of. We have 2 doors coming off the archive, so I'm going to do this and get the items. All right. Why is the pawn? What does the pawn mean? I don't know. Whatever that is just not clicking. Okay, I have 2 keys. Do I want to go back down to the entrance hall? It's only a few steps. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extra 6 steps, maybe. So let's just do that. Maybe the radiation levels change as the experiment becomes successful. So maybe the more you do it, the more the radiation levels increase. That's an interesting thought. So do I want to pop over there and see? I could just wait till I get security or something like that. Or I could just pop back in there if I want to say at the end of the day if I need to. So I'm gonna wait on that. Ooh, there's the cloister of Lydia. I just did do that one. But I'd only be able to draft 1 room instead of 3, so I don't want to do that really. Just because you only have one chance at it. I'm actually going to do the hallway. That'll allow us to get over to the west side and get us a key. Yeah, the boiler room, just everything to do with the boiler room, because I've not done anything with it. Everything that can be attached to it, I've never had attached to it. You know, I've solved the puzzle. I think the first time I went in it, I was able to reroute whatever, you know, where the water or the steam, whatever is going. But I've never had anything attached to it to make use of it. You know. So, I'm assuming there might be something to do with the... There's the pump room where you can't quite completely drain the reservoir, but they have that extra tank that I can't seem to access. I don't know if that has anything to do with the boiler room. There's just a few things with the whole water boiler. I don't know if they're integrated, you know. Yeah, I could do the weight room. That's not a bad idea. So I want to figure out what we're doing with the boiler room, really. All right, can't go south. I don't think there's really much to do in here. What if I work out and get super in shape and just... You should be able to gain steps, you know. It's like, I'm super in shape now. I'm double your amount of steps every day. I get my 10,000 steps a day, you know. Den seems good. We'll get a gem. And be able to go north and south, so let's do that. And sometimes there's a chest in here, right there, occasionally. Alright, let's go this way. Also, I think there's something to do with clocks. I jumped on Twitch last night and Elise was playing Blueprints. And I try to avoid her streams as much as I can, but I saw that she was looking at some clocks that I've never seen before. In like the brief, you know, you just get a brief look at what they're streaming. And I was like, oh crap, there's something to do with clocks. There's something to do with clocks. But I didn't click on it, obviously, so I don't know what that was about. But it was a room I've never been in. Ooh, walk-in closet, 4 items. That seems pretty good. Luxury items for sale. I've never been in that. Oh, I've been in there. But I have 67 coins. Will I be able to buy anything? Is that enough to buy stuff? That is a lot of coins. I'm going to do it. I know there's a bracelet in there. I don't know how much it costs, though. Moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your... Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Master key. Opens all normal doors. Emerald bracelet. You do not have to pay the gem costs of floor plans. Silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. The moon pendant and the emerald bracelet seem really good. There was something last time where I saw something about the emerald bracelet. I think it was in one of the books. Yeah, I can't do any... Well, I could do both the moon pendant and the silver spoon. I have enough gold for that. But the steps one doesn't seem that... Like... Of the 4 of them, that one seems the least useful to me. But maybe I underestimate steps. I kind of want to do the gem one. I can't do the master key, so I'm leaning moon pendant and emerald bracelet. Well, I just made the choice. Okay. Is that it for in here? Like, it doesn't change if I go over here? No, it doesn't. Okay. Is there anything in here that I need to look at? Like, anything besides buying things? Is there any clues or anything to anything? Like, what if there was something about a sigil or something like that? Like, what is this? Maybe I should take some screenshots. Just in case. I don't know if it's going to mean anything. Oh, I see a gem back there. Give me the gem. Ooh, what's this one with the key? Oh, that's the... I don't know if this is actually going to be useful, but hey, you never know. Okay, where are we going? We can go south again. Well, the locksmith isn't very good because I don't have money. It is nice that I don't have to pay gems for it. I've already drawn 3 red rooms. No, this would be the 3rd red room. This would be the 3rd red room. So I would negate this one. And I would get it out of the draft pool. So I'm actually going to do that. Although, I was thinking the other day. Joy eyes, yeah, no. I was thinking the other day that this is a furnace and it produces heat and it has the vent coming off the furnace. Is that what is used to thaw the freezer? If I put the furnace and the freezer back to back, is it possible to thaw the freezer that way? Or is it from the boiler room? That I don't know. There's a dirt pile right there, but I don't see a shovel. Ooh, I see a lockpick right there. So we're going in. Yeah. Does the heat go out of this vent here? Out above the door, into the freezer, and thaw everything. Because the freezer has one of these vents going above the door as well. So maybe it's actually a useful red room in some way. Ooh, the garage. It would kind of cut us off, but you would gain 3 keys. We can still go north here and here, so I don't hate it. Let's get the keys. I want the keys. Too bad I don't have the car keys. This vent goes all the way down here, interestingly. So can you make a gigantic, basically, puzzle out of the rooms for the vents? Is that a way so you don't need to necessarily attach the boiler room directly to one of the rooms that you need the boiler room for? Does this one have it? Yeah, the den does not have it. All right, where are we going? Laundry room. Passageway's nice. That'll get us over to the foundation. I can go down and maybe solve some of those rooms down there by the lever. The sanctum rooms or whatever. So we could go there. Maybe towards the end of the day. Although, do I want to just head down there now? I mean, I don't really have a plan for today. We're not doing the classrooms. Maybe I can get the coat check. That would be nice to put the emerald bracelet in there. Because I'm assuming you don't get to keep this permanently. That would be crazy. It would be awesome, but I seriously doubt it. Ooh, secret passage. No gem requirement. That's always nice. All right. We can do the green room. The hallways. I like the green room just because there's not going to be any gem requirements. Some of them can be pretty good. Special keys. Silver key. Let's use the lockpick, see what we can do there. All right, this one now seems useful because we get 3 chances at it. So I'm going to do that. Maybe I can increase my allowance. Maybe. Lockpick. Nice. Commissary. Permanent increase in our allowance. Very nice. Right off the bat. Paid off immediately. Let's see. We have the magnifying glass we wanted. Sledgehammer. Sleeping mask. Running shoes. We are a little light on steps. I don't hate the running shoes, honestly. Especially if I want to go down into the basement eventually. I'm actually going to buy the running shoes. Let's do that. All right. What do we got here? Do I want to use it? I have 6 keys. Let's see what we can get. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. The next time you enter walk-in closet, gain 3 diamonds. Let's do this one. I mean, it's a green room. It's free. We'll probably gain some gems. Ooh, and we get a metal detector. Very nice. Too bad I don't have a shovel. Did I miss anything? All right, let's see if we can get some more shops. No. Break room's not bad. Because we could end the day there. And maybe get some more keys. All right. What are we doing here? 2. Let's see. Pink is multiplying, so 22 minus 12 is 10. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 minus 1, all right, we're at 1. And then 1 plus 4 is 5. Multiplied by 4 is 20. And then minus 5 is 15. Okay. Okay. Anything over here? Yes, there is. Okay. The office could spread some more money around. The rotunda is always nice, especially for free. Oh yeah, let's check the radiation levels. All right, remote terminal access. Have I actually done the 3 things? Or have I only done 2? Oh, they're way higher. They're way higher. 7.1. And what is it? Once it reaches 12 or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Okay. Interesting. So I guess that's just a great way to get a bunch of doors unlocked. All right, we got a king in here. What does that mean? We got one of the pointy hands in here too. What do the pointy hands mean? I have no idea what the pointy hands are. think I've done everything in here. It's the note, the red herring note. Yeah. Although, every time I look at the computer, why is the I key missing? Why is the I key missing? Why is there no 789 or 0 over here? All right, the pool. This one will let us go pretty much left or right, anywhere we want to go. Oh, we could get the pump room added. I do want to mess with the pump room, maybe. This would let us open up these areas, though. Maybe we can get the pool anyway. Let's risk it. All right, we got the locksmith, the kitchen. I don't know if I want to do either of those because I still have this door to open from the cloister. I forgot about that. So I want to leave as many shops as I can in the draft pool. So I'm going to do the boudoir. Yeah, and I can rotate. Sometimes there's an item over here. No. We have a lot of keys. We could do another rotunda. That's pretty sweet. Do the Great Hall. What if we want to go back to room 46? Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. I'm going to do the Great Hall. Especially since I have the lockpick. Probably won't use all my keys. Or maybe it will. Oh, useless. Wow. Nothing. Oh yeah, I want to make sure I look at all the candles. Although these ones are all lit up. These are electric lights anyway. Oh, come on. Right, this is a door that goes west. Security. Wine cellar. Music room. They get us more keys. Security lets us go north and south. Although I'm not sure how much that matters. Not sure how much it matters. Like, what am I going to do up here? Well, I could get up here. I could lower the key card thing. Because I don't have a key card. Although I might be able to just open all the locks if I find another locked chest anyway. The more you fill out the house, the more like you already chance to draft new or rare rooms that you haven't been to. That's true. That is true. I've not really thought about it that way. Confirm. I mean, I don't know. I've never really lowered the power. I've never made things go offline before, but why not? You know, steps are starting to feel a little bit more important. The veranda, the study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. I like this one just because... Ooh, I got a shovel. And... Sledgehammer. Finding all sorts of things today. Well... Sort of. Of course, if I draft the kitchen, I'd get some more steps. That would be nice. Special keys. Do I want to use the silver key here? Like, silver key gets you... I don't know. I guess let's just use a regular key. Casino. I could have a chance to increase my allowance again or get some coins. Spin the wheel, your chance to win a prize. Limit one wager per day. Do I risk 20? Let's do it. Oh, wow. I forgot about the moon pendant. What did I get? Ooh, allowance. Sweet. I could just, you know... how does this work again? Wait up. Oh, you pull the thing. Let's see, 2 times minus... Thank you, I guess? Ooh, okay, well, cash out. Made a little bit of money back there. Do I bonus spin this one? Do I bonus spin this one? Maybe. No. Okay. Bonus spin it again? Nice. Well, all right. That was kind of useless. Well, I mean, I increased my allowance, so I don't hate it. All right, we have the ballroom, which I hate. The clock tower. Tomorrow you'll start with 1 key for each, whatever this symbol means. How many of those have I drafted today? We've drafted the break room, so that's 1. Is that it? I've never been in the clock tower? That's true. I don't think I have. Now that you mention it. What have we got here? Oh, was this the clock room that Elise was in? Was this the clock room that Elise was in? Is there a puzzle in here? Did I miss something on the wall there? No. No. It wasn't. But what do we got here? Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark of the days coming forth. And that's the Orindia sigil, or sign, whatever. Battery pack. Is this a puzzle of any kind? Can I interact with anything? Ooh, there's a black rook in here. Let's put that in our notes. Black Rook.
We want these. Nope, want that. Want both of these in the chess piece thing. Where's the chess pieces? Right here. Want clock tower in the room. And we want black rook in the piece.
Okay. Now. What was this? Southward, I see a swan. This would be southward today. Ooh, you can kind of see the thing, the mansion. Eastward, I see a crow. Which way is east? It's this way. What's this ladder doing in here? Is this part of a broken sigil or something? For Orindia, maybe? What other rooms have I never been to? Have I been to everything? I still haven't been to whatever 19 is. Missing a shop that I've never been to. Studio editions. I don't know if there's more to this. I don't know if these are just empty spaces or if it's just never gonna pan out. I still have not drafted the conservatory. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know what else to do up here. Can't do anything with that. What is this? What is that? 7 o'clock? 6 o'clock? No, not 6. 7? Don't say it. Alright. We still need to draw another room here. How many steps? I'm at 22 steps. I'm at 22 steps. And I kind of want to make it down to the foundation. Although I don't have to do that today. I can do that any day. I can do that any day. So let's go back down to security. See if we can draw down here. Do I really want to use my key? Yes. Patio. Closet, we can get 4 items. We can probably get some more keys. Maybe a piece of fruit. That'd be nice. No. Black pawn. Black pawn next to a knight. Don't know what that means. Alright. We still have a couple of rooms in here we can go to. Oh, of course that opens up the door that we can't get to. So that was a bit of a waste. Oh well. Do I really want to use a key to go south right there? Not really. I only have one key left. I want to make it over here. How many steps is that? We gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not that many. How many keys do I have? One key left? Well, I have this key and a special key. This key and a special key. Special key? Silver key? We do the rotunda. I don't want to draft this room from this way. I want to draft it from this way. So we'll do this one. But do I want to go down that way? All right, so if I go down this way, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get back here. And we're at 17, so I can only use a few more steps. And I don't want to use my keys all that much. Ooh, I can gain 10 steps. I can gain 10 steps. Oh no, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. No. That was the whole reason I didn't. Ah, crap. That sucks. That was the whole reason I didn't. I was just saying that. I didn't realize that this was the door that way. That was brutal. That was such a huge mistake on my part. All right, I'm gonna get the steps, I guess. Is there an item? No. I wasn't paying attention. All right. Now that I have the steps, it leaves a bit more wide open. Oh, that's on the other side of the walk-in closet. All right, the laundry room, the mechanarium, or the spare room. I like the mechanarium. Sure. We got the courtyard. It doesn't really do much. Bedroom, we can get some diamonds, although I have a bunch of diamonds. I might be able to get some items from the courtyard because there might be, although I don't have that much, I could just redraw floor plans because, like, I can draw maybe some things here. Rotunda, I can maybe draw some rooms up here. But, like, what else am I going to use these dice for? Maybe I get something interesting at least. I don't know, let's get the items. Alright. I guess I only have one other way. I mean, this would just get us down to the foundation. I don't hate it. All right, if I go back up this way and go here, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That would almost use all of our steps. So I think we kind of have to make a decision. Do we want to draw these rooms or do we want to go down to the bottom of the foundation and figure out some of those puzzles with the sigils? I would like to draft the one room where you change the rarity of the rooms. Although, does that only impact you on that day? All right, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna draw these rooms because maybe we can get the dining hall and gain some more steps, and then maybe we could still make it back to the foundation. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go straight up. And again, the foundation's always there, so it's not like I need to do it today. You know, that one's something that's always going to be there. Did I open up all these doors? I did. Yeah. Foyer, the pantry. I don't hate that one. And there's the hands again. The hands are pointing towards the door. But why? Alright, the solarium, kitchen, the dark room. I'm gonna redraw. I have the dice, why not? Pool would let us go north and south. I don't hate that one. Oh, I don't have a key card. So we can't go that way. Ooh, the conservatory, there it is. Or I could do the coat check. I could do the coat check and leave the emerald bracelet there. Oh, that's a conundrum. That's a conundrum. If I do this, the only other door we could draw is this one here. Down by the foundation. Well, if I do this one, I could get another room right here. But what are the odds it's going to be the coat check? The emerald bracelet is so powerful. So powerful. Especially if I get, like, the schoolhouse tomorrow. Of course, I have to get the coat check, too. I have to get the coat check, too. I don't know if I can pass that up. I mean, I'm going to run into this eventually. How often am I going to be able to buy the emerald bracelet and put it in the coat check? How often is that going to happen? I feel like I have to. Do I have anything in here at the moment? No? Okay. Check. Emerald bracelet. Okay. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's go down. Maybe we can still get down to the foundation and do something down there. Maybe. Do I have enough steps for that? Oh, I do have the shoes on, so actually that might save me. I forgot that I have the shoes. So I might save some steps. So, which is the fastest way? If we went this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we went this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter. Oh, we could also end the day in the break room to get the key card for tomorrow. I don't know if I can go down here and back up. Did I miss some? Oh yeah, that's right. I spread coins throughout the place. Probably not going to do any good. Probably not going to do me any good. All right. Saved a step there. Ooh, a turnip again 6 steps. Nice. That probably allows me to do the stuff down here in the basement and get back up to the break room. What do we got? Conference room, spare room, chapel. So let's see if we can get something else. The gallery, the boudoir, pantry. We could do the sauna and start tomorrow with 20 extra steps. We could just get a bonus. It's not terrible. All right, let's go down to the basement. I think I might be able to solve these things down here with the one book. Of course, I don't know what kind of bonuses we get out of that. Or what happens with those. Where are we going? We're going over here. Yeah, we're going over here. Through here. Whoops. Wait up. How did that happen? How did it get left there like that? Did I end the day that way? Did I end the day down there? Is that why that's like that? I might have. I might have. That makes some sense. Alright, we need it for the next one, I think. I'm glad that doesn't cost any steps to go back and forth between these things. That'd be really annoying. Oh yeah, I also need to figure out that gear thing down there. Why does that one have things on it? I wonder if I can solve that while I'm down here right now. It would actually make you think about the puzzle instead of doing it through trial and error. Okay. You know, I've never done this one, I don't think. You know what? I don't know if I've ever bothered turning that on the way back. You know what? We'll mess with that. We'll mess with that when we get back. I want to see if I can solve these 2 puzzles over here first. Because I think I can. I'm not 100%. At least I think I have enough information to where if I solve them, or if I get close, I can just trial and error it a little bit. All right, so this one is the purple hourglass. So what do we have the notes on the purple hourglass? I need to bring in my screenshots I've taken today. So I need to do that right now. Where's my blueprints folder? Well, actually, I've been taking Steam screenshots, so I actually need to go to Steam and find that folder. Let's see. View, recordings and screenshots. Show on disk. Show on disk. Why is this not showing on disk? Show on disk. Oh, I've done it already multiple times. Okay. So let's pull these. Okay. And then we'll put them over here. All right. Let's see. We need this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I think I took multiples of some of these, so there's probably some redundancies in here, but that's okay. No, we want that one. Okay. Did I miss any? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see, we need, that's at the end, 3, 4. We have 3 in here twice, so we can just delete that one. 2, 1. Okay. So it's purple. What is associated with purple? Violet. All right, it's the straight lines. So it's the straight lines. Yeah, I should probably do Shift-Win-S, but I've just been hitting F12 because Steam has the built-in screenshot thing. All right, so we are straight lines around the outside. Is that this one? Or is it this one? No. I think that's the one, right? Yeah, that's the violet. So that's the outside. And then... Oh, you know, I don't know if I know enough about these things, these little items. What is this country known for? Let's see. What country is this? Let's move these up this way, where we're dealing with this. All right, so we're dealing with Eurasia. And what is Eurasia known for? We might need our history book for that one. Eurasia. The southern region of Eurasia, the mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and the poetry of the old tongue. So what does that have to do with? It doesn't tell us anything about transportation. Does it tell us anything about these things? The poetry of the old tongue, so maybe this one. All right. So let's try that symbol. Yeah, let's do that. It's not that symbol. It's not that one. Nope. Nope. Is that it? Is that the one? I don't think so. I think that's this one, right? Yeah, that's not the one. Is that it? Oh, I'm spinning the wrong thing here. I'm spinning the wrong thing. I don't want that one. I want this one. Okay. That's the one I want. And then... No. I need to figure out a few of the other things. Why does this... No. This one. And what's the... Oh, you guys aren't seeing the thing. All right. So I want these straight lines around here. That's the one associated with purple. And this country is purple. This is also their symbol. I just don't know what the rays are in the middle. Can I go back the other way? No. So what do the different rays mean? And is there anything about Eurasia that tells us about their way of traveling in the books? Mystical realm of the ancestors, southern region. Eurasia. The third era. Second era, bountiful harvest, each region. Alright. Linking the northern mountains of Archaeries to the southern shores, a vast network of railroad that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Archaeries to the southern shores of Eurasia. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Okay, so maybe it's something to do with trains? Looking for Eurasia in here. Nothing. Archaeries nuance. I don't see anything about Eurasia in there. So if we did trains, it would be this one. They are in the, you know, they do have shores, so they might be a naval thing. I doubt they're camels. It doesn't seem like a deserty area. So I'm going to try this one and then this one. So that would be the stars going in every direction, or the three. Okay. So let's flip around till we find that. Nope, wrong one. This one's the one we want. That one we could possibly do. So let's try that. And then we need to get back to the purple. No, no, no. Yes. All right. And then we need to spin this one around to where kind of a flowery looking one almost. No, not that one. That one. Nope, okay, that's not it. No, I don't want 4, I want 3. That's the one. Alright, and we have the flowery thing. Okay, so we just need to move this back to purple. Is that it? No, okay. What's this one mean? That one is aviation. I don't know if that would be it. Let's look more at the books. Maybe there's something I'm missing. The mystical realm of ancestors, the land steeped in tradition and magic and poetry of the old tongue. Doesn't say anything about its climate or how they travel or anything. Is there anything in the grade 4 stuff that tells us anything about that? Eurasia. Seeing lakes, some mountains. Don't really see anything about travel. Anything on these tests from the classrooms? I don't see anything. Eurasian worksheet. So this is their language. Does that tell us anything about their traveling? Word, house, tree, gate, water, day, night, future. First, last, small, large, toward, away, new, old, me, lack of myself. See, mountains, bread. That doesn't seem to help me with anything. Alright, I guess what's the next most likely travel thing? I don't think it would be camels. I mean, we could just brute force this thing. Possibly. I know the other ones. I know everything else that's going with it, so let's just try. What's this one? This is aviation? Sure, let's try aviation. No, I wanted to stay on that one. That was a mistake. Nope. What's the camels one? That's the one I want to avoid until that last. That's the camel one right there. Okay, let's not do that one. This one is turtleback. Do we want to try turtleback? I guess. No. This one we already tried, right? This was naval? I think we already tried that one. And then this one is roads? Okay, sure. Nope. Huh. This is fog. That has to do with fog. That has to do with weather, not travel. Wait, am I reading this wrong? What about the weather? Yeah, where does that take place on the sigils? Wait. The style of ray. Use sigil weather kingdom. Some are intuitive like the jagged shapes. Wait up. Why does this mean foggy? Where are they getting the road carriage transportation from? Is it because there's 4 of them? Yeah, okay. I forgot about the weather. Huh. But those seem to be kind of intertwined, though. So, oh, it's foggy with each one. Oh, man, so there's a whole bunch of these. Oh, okay. I don't know the weather. I don't want to brute force this thing. That is way too many options. That is way too many options. Do I know anything about the weather of Eurasia? I don't think I do. Where am I supposed to get that information from? Maybe I just don't have enough information? Where am I supposed to get the weather information from? Alright, I don't think I have enough. What's the other one? Maybe I have more information about the other one. What's this one? This one is Korarica? It's orange. What's the color orange? Triangles? Okay. And do I know anything about their industry or anything like that? Or... I mean, they're not part of Orindia. They were never part of Orindia, so like, I don't know if I have that information. They're never mentioned in this book. So I don't think I have enough information for this. Okay. I guess we'll have to come back to this. Whoa, why am I getting so many drop frames all of a sudden? Why am I getting drop frames? It seems stable at the moment. All right, well, I don't think I can do these sigil things. I thought I had more information than I did. All right. Let's see if we can mess with this thing over here. I don't know if I've really messed with this from this angle. Where does this take me? If I go over here, what's in here? Oh, that's that room. But why would I care about that? I guess I could go out here. All right, what if I put this over here? No, that just takes me... What does this do? No, this just takes me over here. Okay. And then I'll go back over there and then just out and about. Alright, where are the things? Alright, that one is pointing that way. That one is pointing that way, the same direction as that one. How do I raise this up and then still do things? Alright, let's go off this way and see what we can, if that changes anything, because normally you go through that way. Alright. I don't know what that really does for me. It does cost a step to go in this room for some reason. Is there anything else in here? I very rarely come in here because it does cost steps, unlike the other rooms. Alright. Alright. Going over here does nothing. I don't know what that really does, right? Like, it just spun it around so you come out that way instead. Alright. This raises and lowers this thing. But then you can't get off of here. So like, how am I supposed to raise this up and then take advantage of it? probably need to have this one over here. You need to get all. You need to whatever. All right, where's this one pointing? Where's that one pointing when this one is pointed at that spot right there? I guess is the question. So let's find that out. So when that one is pointed over there, it's pointed right there. Oh, okay. Then we go over here and switch it. And then we can get off here and go over here. And what does that do? Is there any way to get up there? I don't know if this does anything right now, or if this is just something to know for the future. Alright, but this just takes us right here where we already are at. That doesn't do anything new. That doesn't do anything new, so I don't know what the point of this is. We were just in here. This just takes us to that one room. You know? With the foreman's note. I was just in there. Wait up. No. Let's do that. Let's do that, actually. Let's go back around, because then we can turn this from a different path. Yeah, that's actually useful. So no, I don't want to go there. I want to go back to where it was. Yeah, let's do this. Then we can go back around there and turn that and maybe get somewhere else that we haven't been before. We can do this. We've been there. That's useless. And then maybe I can get over there, which I don't think I've been to before. We can do this. I don't know if I've been over to this spot before. What is this doing? Oh, this just spins us again. Okay. But that doesn't... What does that do for me? This just takes me over here where this lever's at. It's like a big... Like, I can just lower this. What does that do for me? So I've been to every spot, so I'm not sure what this is supposed to accomplish. Maybe I move it there? Wait up, that isn't costing me steps. Did I just misremember that? That will just let me get over there again, but I've already been over there. Let's do that. That's just the thing to room, whatever. Okay. Maybe we spin this? What does this allow me to do? Oh, have I been over here before? Oh yeah, I've been over here. I have this map. I have this map. Is that all that is supposed to get you? Is that map? Because I have that. Is that all that's supposed to get you is the map? Is anybody on? Or is there something more I'm missing? Because I don't want to keep messing with this if that's all I'm supposed to get. Because I've gotten that. I have that. I have that right here. Is this bottom gear? You know, I've been raising and lowering this thing. I thought there was something more to this bottom gear, but is the only purpose of it to get this map? Or is there something more? Don't tell me if there is something more. Don't tell me what that thing is. Just tell me if there is something more, I guess. There's something else to this? Okay. All right, so... I don't know how familiar you are with where I'm at, but is it something that I can solve right now? All right, this just takes me back over here. Can you show map? The map that I was just looking at? Well, I have a copy of it on my screenshots here. Oh, the manor. You know, I got pretty close to filling this out. I've never filled out the whole thing today. Not today? Okay. All right, then I don't want to sit here beating my head against the wall. Thank you. So there's something to do with the layout. Or some room that I need. All right. All right. I want to make it back up to the break room. Did I not dig this? I guess I didn't. I have all these gems. All right, how am I getting back to the break room? Where is it at?
It's right here. So I need to go passageway, secret passage, cloister, break room.
That's easy enough. Right up. I don't think I ever dug these spots up. Not that it really matters, because it's pretty much the end of the day. A key, wonderful. An old shoe. Actually, can I use that key anywhere? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. All right, well, I think that's pretty much the end of the day. So we're going to call it a day there, and then start again tomorrow. "12 dead-end rooms, jeez.